Your job doesn't define you. Your worship does. I know this is hard to believe. We live in a culture that tells us a job, especially a dream job, is the purpose of our lives. But it's true. My life and your life is not defined by the quality of our jobs, but by the quality of our worship. That call to worship is simply the common calling to love God with all that we are and to love one another. I know it doesn't feel like enough to be successful in life. We want to do more for God. In many ways, we like to-do lists that map out a path to accomplishment and success, but we are not called to accomplishment and success at work. We are called to faithfully walk with God. My buddy Dan lives in Rwanda as a missionary. I remember asking him a question in particular that led me to an answer that I will never forget. Dan, I asked, what is the biggest lesson you've learned in your time in Rwanda? He didn't hesitate with a response. He said, I've learned to redefine success. When we moved here, I was caught up in how to prove to people back home who supported us that their money was well spent. I needed to prove to them that our ministry was effective, but unfortunately, ministry here is very slow. And there weren't any good measurables to point to and say, see, here's the difference we're making in Rwanda. At first, I was ready to abandon the ministry, but God had other plans. God began to show me that success is not defined by the numbers of people we can influence, but it is defined by our faithfulness to do whatever God has placed in front of us to do. May you and I learn what it means to walk faithfully with God. May our definitions of success in life not be defined by the quality of our jobs, the amount of money we make, or the number of people we influence, but instead, may we define success by our faithfulness to do whatever God places in front of us to do today. With God's help, we can.